All right, so how about 3 trade ideas for the Miami Marlins now, post-lockout when this stuff ends? I did the Dodgers one already. That's in the description down below. I'm going to be doing other teams, Red Sox, Cubs, Padres, Yankees, Mets. If there's anybody else you want me to do, put it in the description down below. But if you want to be entertained throughout this entire lockout, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and hit the bell icon too, because I'm going to put out consistent, great content, and it'll get us ready so we can put on our GM hat and get ready for the frenzy of activity that's going to happen once this thing ends, because the longer the lockout goes, the less time these teams are going to have to make moves. So I expect a lot of trades to happen. So, and I want to give you 3 today about the Marlins, okay? So the first one involves the Marlins and the Red Sox, and this involves a lot of top-end prospects. I mean, Boston needs pitching, the Marlins need bats. This lines up perfectly. So in this trade, I'm looking down my baseball book here. In this trade, the Marlins would be acquiring Tristan Casas, top offensive prospect for the Red Sox. Okay, first base prospect. And they have just a rotating, shuffling of first base over there. So, but they'll give him a young, controllable, long-term kid here. And Nick York, who's an outfield prospect, in exchange from Boston, in exchange for Pablo Lopez, starting pitcher, and Edward Cabrera, their number 5 prospect, the right-handed pitcher. So the Boston Red Sox will get a major league pitcher and a pitching prospect, and then the Red Sox, or the Miami Marlins, would be getting a first base prospect and an outfield prospect. So they don't have a long-term solution at first base. That's why I proposed the Matt Olson trade too, and I would not be surprised if they do that. So just keep that one in your back pocket too. So that's trade number 1. Trade number 2 involves the Miami Marlins and the Seattle Mariners. This one, the Miami acquires Noelvi Marte, who's their number 2 prospect, a shortstop. Okay, Zach DeLoach, their number 6 prospect, an outfielder, from Seattle, in exchange for Sixto Sanchez, their number 4 prospect, a right-handed pitcher, and Jake Eder, the number 7 prospect, a left-handed pitcher. So again, getting offense in exchange for pitching. They have a ton of pitching, and don't be surprised if they trade 1 or 2 of these guys to get bats back, because they are super deep at the major league level and the minor league level. Kids like Max Meyer wanting to come up, and some of these other guys. So guys will be expendable, and this is what they do. They address needs of weakness by dealing with positions of surplus. So next one, the last trade, would be Miami and Baltimore Orioles. This is a whopper. This is a big one. This one, Miami acquires Cedric Mullins and Trey Mancini, okay, from the Baltimore Orioles in exchange for Pablo Lopez. I think he's going to be expendable no matter what, starting pitcher. Garrett Cooper, one of their first basemen, who's in a rotating first baseman, and Mancini's upgrade over Cooper. Max Meyer, their number 3 prospect, the right-handed pitcher. J.D. Bleday, the number 5 prospect and outfielder. And Braxton Garrett, the number 11 prospect, left-handed pitcher. So just keep in mind, I know that's a lot, but people are expecting the Yankees to give up Jason Dominguez and Anthony Volpe and guys like that for Cedric Mullins. So there's no way in the world I'm not going to request the same from Miami Marlins. So, but that's a monster trade. And obviously Cedric Mullins headlining the trade, but 2 big offensive pieces in exchange for a boatload of pitching and prospects. So you let me know what you think of these 3 trades. And next one I'm going to be talking about our Yankees. So 3 trades for our Yankees coming up next. Have a good week. Talk to you next time.